What can $9 million get you in Tokyo's most expensive neighborhood to live in? That is what we're going to answer today, and I'm in front of this building, which if you've been a fan of Tokyo Portfolio for a while, you may recognize because I've actually shown another unit in this building. But today we're going to show you the penthouse. The penthouse in this place is a 2-story unit with double height ceilings, and it is amazing in person. Before we go see that, let's go see the neighborhood.
And before that, a little disclaimer. This video was supposed to be a single property tour, but after looking at the footage, I felt it needed a little more oomph. So now it's a triple property bonanza. Back to where we were. The first property is in Toranomon, an area between Roppongi and Ginza, originally known as a salaryman's paradise. These days, it is most associated with opulence and shiny things. Highlights of the area include Toranomon Hills. This is a complex with offices, hotels, and some of Tokyo's best restaurants, including the popular Toranomon Yokocho, a collection of little bars and restaurants that you'll love hopping between. There's also Azabujuban Hills nearby, a super high-end complex with great coffee places, probably the nicest honey store in the world, and all the ultra-high luxury brand stores you could hope for. Now, let's go see inside the first property.
And now we're inside an apartment which might be the best example of consumerism and gluttony that I've ever seen in my life. This is the penthouse inside Park Court Toranomon Atago, the tower. And it's a humdinger. Look at this. Right away we have our glass shoe closet just to show off all of your fancy shoes to all of your friends and guests who may come up to this penthouse. But if you have some other things that you don't want to show people, you can hide them away in your walk-in shoe closet right over here. It has plenty of space to hide all of the things that you don't want the rest of the world to see, including all of your worst thoughts. Being a duplex, you have 2 stories, obviously, so this is the place where you'll be entertaining your guests, hence why you have a guest bathroom right next to the entrance, as you can see. But walking right into your living, dining, kitchen, you see why this place is considered the paradise of the entertainer. We'll start with the kitchen, which, as you can see, has some of the highest countertops that I've ever shown on the channel. First off, you have your sink with your automatically dispensing water that just goes like that, so you don't have to get anything dirty. And right next to that, you do have your Miele full-size dishwasher with all the bells and whistles that you would expect to have in a place that is quite expensive. We'll get to the price at the end of it. Right next to your Miele dishwasher, you have your standard setup of 3 gas burners on your stove, and below that you have your fish grill. This one has never been used, so it's in quite good shape. And this is a rarity in Japan, but you do have, albeit a small, but, well, an oven, right? So that's kind of cool. But that's it for the kitchen, other than the tons of storage that you can see behind me. So let's go see the dining area. You'll find your dining table right next to the kitchen, and as you can see right now they've put a 6-seater dining table, but you could easily fit an 8 or 10-seater if you would like. It's a good enough size for most people though, and if you have more people you can always put them right here in the living area. The living area is more or less the selling point of this place, other than the view, which, as you can see right behind me, is of the cityscape of Toranomon and the surrounding areas of Tokyo. Right now they have this huge circular couch slap dab in the middle of the place. And you'll notice that there's no TV or anything over here. Well, the whole point of this place is to be talking to your guests, not to be looking at a TV together. I kind of like that, if anything. But it has one of the craziest chandeliers we've ever shown on the channel as well, with all of these little tulips or kind of, I don't know, orchid-looking, flower-shaped things coming down. And yeah, well, of course, the double height ceilings. It is in this room where you can expect to be throwing some of the craziest parties in Tokyo, as well as throwing bottles of champagne at each other, I'm sure, and having some of your friends and guests kind of hanging off the couch the next morning. It's a masterpiece of opulence. But yeah, that is it for this floor. Let's go see the 2 beds upstairs. Now, as I mentioned, this 186 square meter, or about 1,800 square foot apartment is only 2 bedrooms, so let's go see the first one. It's right over here. This would be the guest bed, and as you can see, it's a bedroom, has nice windows all over the place. You have your own little kind of balcony that if you wanted to access, you would just have to climb out of the window over here to get to, but you still can see it. And from here you also have a view into the living room that we were just in before. Having this curtain closed will make it a little bit darker in here, maybe give you a little bit more privacy, at least visually. Not audibly so much because there's no door here. But that is the guest bed. Now I'll show you the one part of the condo that I actually like, the bathroom. The bathroom is right in between the master and guest bed, and as you can see, it's a decent size. I mean, aside from all of the faux marble everywhere, not too bad, right? You have a dual vanity setup over here. You don't have any kind of storage behind the mirrors, unfortunately, but these all open up, so at least you have that. But right behind where the vanity is, you'll have the part of the bathroom which I actually do like, which will be the bath, the wet room itself. This being a Japanese style one, you have your shower right over here, a proper rain shower as well, and you have your bathtub right over here. So most bathtubs in Japan are going to be kind of built into the rest of it, but this one is its own actual tub, because of course it is with this condo. But that's it for the bathroom. Let's finally go see the master bedroom. And finally, we are in the master bedroom. And just like the guest bed, you also have this view inside of your living dining kitchen from here. But unlike in the guest bed, first off, you actually have a real door here so you can keep your privacy. At least this time it's going to be audio because you don't have visual privacy since there is no curtain coming here. You could always add one in the future if you wanted to though. But let's talk a little bit about this master bedroom. First off, you have this king-size bed in here. Pretty hard to find a bedroom in Japan that will fit a king-size bed, let alone a king-size bed itself, in Japan at least. And you have plenty of storage right around it and this chandelier thing on the ceiling. But yeah, just like in every other part of this condo, they decided to put this faux marble tiling all over the place in as many places as they could, which in the case of this room means all over the floor and on the makeup little table over here. Now there is one more thing in this master bedroom I want to show you. It's that closet over there, so let's go check that out. I wanted to specifically show you the master closet because it is by far the most decked out closet I've ever shown on this channel, and probably one of the most decked out that I've seen in Tokyo. Not only for the kind of furnishing that they've already installed in here, including all of these different closets that you have here, and the centerpiece right here where you can put all of your smaller items, but the pieces that they're actually showing in the closets, especially the clear ones over here. You have your Louis Vuitton bags all over the place of different vintages and different limited editions, including the Cloud one over here and even an NBA one over here. I didn't even know they made that. And plus these little paint can looking things. I don't think they're included in the price, but let's talk about the price while we're here. So the price of this place comes out to 1.4 billion yen, which these days is about $9 million. Again, not sure if it comes with the Louis bags, but we can always ask for that later if you would like. There's one more thing I wanted to show you in this apartment, so let's go see it. It's right there. This is actually one of the nicest balconies I've ever seen in Tokyo. It's a big old square, it's open, so you don't have any kind of rain cover or anything like that, but you could put some nice tables and chairs out here if you wanted to entertain the very, very specialists of your guests who are going to obviously be going into your master bedroom later on that night. But from here you can see the beautiful views of the Tokyo skyline all the way from Toranomon and Azabujuban to your left, and over here, well, a continuation of Toranomon Hills to your right. But it's a crazy apartment that we're seeing.
And that is it for the first property, so let's go see the second. The second property is just down the street in Azabujuban, a much-loved and very walkable area of Tokyo right near Roppongi. Though it is one of the most expensive areas of the city, it does a great job of feeling down to earth, and has shops that have been there for decades, including Mame Gen, a peanut snack store, and loads of others. It's also home to Santa Folia, the bar which has well, just see for yourself. Now, let's get inside this property.
And now we're inside the next one, this one being one of my favorite buildings in Tokyo, City Tower Azabujuban. Looks like a big glass brick from the outside. And if you know anything about me, you know that I love glass bricks. Speaking of glass, you can see right over here, they have this glass door leading into your walk-in shoe closet over there. And you're gonna be seeing a lot of clear doors, not only in this place, but in this entire video, for closets at least, right? But yeah, you have tons of shoe storage space right over there. So walking through the hallway right over here, first off you have your extra shoe storage right over here and over here as well. And while normally in one of these videos I would say here's even more shoe storage, as you'll see, that is not quite the case with this place. You can see you have what looks like the back of a TV, and over here as well is the back of another TV. We'll see what that's all about in a second, but let's go see what used to be the first bedroom. Now, when I say used to be the first bedroom, I mean, as you can see, now it's not a bedroom. They've turned this into a closet. So a little bit about this condo. The whole thing is 152 square meters, or just over 1,600 square feet. So that's pretty big considering that it's a one bedroom. And now you can see this is the closet area, right? The old owner used to be a big collector of watches and jewelry and clothing and all that kind of stuff, so he decided to build an entire closet just out of the bedroom. One other thing to point out in this closet is this artwork right over here. You're gonna see a lot of artwork in this condo, and basically everything that you see in here comes with the place. This particular piece is a Japanese artist named Tiki. Her place has been shown at Barney's New York in Tokyo, so that's kind of cool. So that's it for the closet area, except there is a really nice view over there, so let's go see that. Being that this room was a bedroom before, it means that you have your own balcony. So this makes it the first closet I've ever seen that has its own balcony. And what a balcony it is. From where I'm standing, you get an amazing view of Tokyo, the skyline right in front of you. There's nothing really tall in front of this building, so that means that you have a vast view from here. But this isn't the only room with a view. Let's go see the rest of the place. So right outside of the closet is your bathroom right over here. There's actually two in this apartment, so we'll go see the second one later, but this is a nice little one right here. And before I show you the living and dining area, let's go see the kitchen, which is right behind this. Coming into the kitchen, you'll see that this is actually one of the more well-equipped ones that I've shown on the channel. So it's not an island or anything, it's its own kind of room, more old school way of doing things, but still gets the job done. As you can see, the counter wraps around the corner just like this, so you have plenty of space to do all of your cooking, and it even comes with a garbage disposal, a rarity in Japan. If you haven't been watching my channel enough, you'll know this now. Now, the faucet itself comes with both regular water and purified water as well, and something you don't really see in kitchens too often, which I do like that they added to this, is floor heating. Yes, this whole area right here has heated floors, so you don't have cold feet during the winter, and yeah, that's always nice to have. Also, you can't really see it right now, but you do have a built-in dishwasher right over here. One really good reason not to have an island kitchen, but a more enclosed kitchen like this, is because you have a nice backsplash behind it, so you don't have to worry about all of your grease going everywhere. But the owner of this place decided, I don't want a regular backsplash. I want to have something a bit more entertaining, a bit more unique, let's say. Now, if you remember in the entrance, I showed you what looked like closets, and there were TVs inside it. Well, that's because you actually have two TVs built into your backsplash right over here. As to why, I'm not quite sure, but I don't know, maybe he just liked watching TV a lot while he was cooking. But yes, you have the option to watch TV or your Netflix or whatever while you are cooking. Now, if you also notice, there is no oven over here, but they managed to squeeze one right over here instead. This is a Miele oven and microwave combo, so that means that you can both bake a chicken and or small turkey and also make popcorn. So that's great. But that is it for the kitchen area. It's a nice little kitchen. Now let's go see the dining room and living room. Coming out of the kitchen, you can see you walk right into your open living dining area, and I love how this all looks with the extremely high ceilings, which we will get to in a second. But first off, I wanted to show you this custom fireplace that they built for this place. And this is something that I've shown on the channel a few times. It's one of these little ethanol fireplaces. Just open this up, put some alcohol in there, and then some flames come out. I mean, I don't really need to show you how it works, but hey, it's cool to have. It doesn't smell, and it's not going to suffocate you as well. Right in front of your fireplace is the dining area, and this dining table does come with the condo. Now, one thing to note about it is it kind of looks strange as a dining table. If you look really closely, you'll see it has a very thin top and it has a thick with two C's bottom on it. And if you also look really closely, you might even see some little pieces of leather in there. Now, why would you have this in here? What is this table? The answer is, if you just take one of these off, you'll see right away, it is a pool table. And not only is it any pool table, I've never seen something like this. It's a pool table made out of probably reclaimed wood with little buffalo nickels all over it. So yeah, once you're done eating dinner, you just take off the countertops, put down some balls, and you're ready to go. As you can see, pool was never really my sport. I'm more of a TV guy than anything, and this is the perfect place to watch TV. But you're not really caring about the TV in front of me as much as you're caring about the view. Yes, this view is spectacular. As I was showing you in the closet before, you have these vast views of all of the Tokyo skyline, including what is directly in front of us, the Australian Embassy, the Italian Embassy, and the Mitsui Club, one of the most prestigious clubs in all of Tokyo. But these views are all seen not just through this window here, but this entire tower of windows right behind me. Now, this being a video about high ceiling apartments in Japan, I have brought my handy dandy measuring thing with me, so let's just see how tall exactly this place is. 5.82 meters high, that's about 19 feet or so. So those are very, very high ceilings in here, and I love this openness of it. But there is one more area in this living dining thing that I want to show you, which is right in the corner. So let's go see that. Now, the last part of this floor would be the bar area, right? So the current owner decided to make this more of a bachelor pad than anything, if you couldn't tell by the billiards table over there, by making a bar space over here too, just so he can entertain his friends even more. And I can imagine the kind of parties that they would have over here, again, overlooking this spectacular view outside. But that is it for the first floor, so let's go see upstairs. So coming up the stairs, you can see you have this kind of catwalk layout over here so that you have your double height ceilings right over here in all of their glory. Just love that view again. You have the big corner right over here, and you can even see a little bit of Hiro and Motoazabu hills, all these landmarks. There's Shibuya over there too. Great view. Again, we've already established that. But I want to show you the bedroom. Right in front of the bedroom, though, is a little office space here. So you can just have, again, a nice view while you're typing away at the computer. But yeah, the bedroom is right over here. So let's go see that. To get to the master bedroom, you just come through these sliding doors right over here. They even lock, which is a little nice feature to have. And as you can see, you have the same southward facing view as you did below, which is, again, fantastic. For this bedroom, they've managed to squeeze a pretty large bed. This is a king-size bed with the frame included. This does come with it if you would like. If you don't want it, you don't have to have it. And right next to that, you do have extra storage. You have a nice little walk-in closet over here, complete with its own shelving already built in, so don't have to do anything. But that is it for the bedroom. Let's go see my favorite part of this place, the bathroom. To get to the bathroom from the bedroom, you just go down the hallway like this, and as you can see, right away you have your dual vanity setup. These are very, very heavy, solid pieces of marble making up your sinks right over there, which is a nice little touch in my opinion. You also have these mirrors which change color behind them if you press on there, and they also have a defogging function built in from the get-go. This is where you have your washing machine too, and right next to that, as I promised earlier in the video, you also have another toilet right over here. So Nice to have, right? Now, right next to the second toilet is the first part of your bathroom, and I'll show you why I mean the first part in a little bit, but as you can see, Japanese style, you have your shower right next to your bath in an enclosed space so you can get everything wet with no worries, and you have a fairly large bath right over here made by Jackson, which is one of the more premium bath manufacturers that people in Japan tend to buy. So that's always nice to have. You have all of these jacuzzi jets all over the place. But again, this is just the first part of the bathroom, the indoor part. So let's go see the outdoor part. To get to the outside of the bathroom area, you just step out of the balcony door and you're here. But there is a little secret right over here. Let's go see what's inside that. Yes, that would be your own personal sauna. Built for one or maybe two, something like that. It even has the stones which you can dump the water on, so it's real. It even has a thing in here, it says Finnish sauna. That's pretty cool. So yeah, you just have your little schwitz out here, and then when you're ready, you go outside and you can have a cold plunge. Where, you ask? Well, let's go see. Yes, that is right. You have an outdoor jacuzzi on the roof, which you could always put hot water in, but since we have that sauna over there, you could just put some cold water, make it into a cold plunge. So while I'm sitting here, let me give you a little bit of the specs about this place. Again, it is a 153 square meter, just about 1,600 square foot, 1 bedroom, 1.5 bath, because 2 toilets, isn't that nice? And you're in the heart of Azabujuban, one of Tokyo's most prestigious areas, looking southward, so you have this magnificent view with great sunlight to boot. Now, this place can be yours right now for 1.5 billion yen, which in today's dollars comes out to about $9.5 million. It's quite a price tag to have, but there's more to see, so let's go see the next one.
The last one is just up the hill from the second in Motoazabu. This quiet neighborhood sits between Azabujuban and Hiro stations and is one of the most prestigious areas to live in the entire city. It is also one of the most international ones as well, being home to the embassies of China, Finland, and others, as well as the Algerian ambassador's residence. It's also home to Motoazabu Hills, one of the OG luxury residences in Tokyo. Now, let's go inside.
Now we're in the final of our 3 apartments we're going to be seeing today. This one is just down the street from the other ones that we've seen on the top of Motoazabu. Really, really nice area. And this is quite a doozy of a condo. Let's go see the first part, which would be right over here. I quite like the size of this walk-in shoe closet. You have enough space to fit all of your friends' shoes, well, your shoes obviously, your friends' shoes, and your friends' family's shoes as well. And you can also fit maybe 2 or 3 of me. And I've been eating a lot lately. But coming out of here, this condo is a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. We'll get to how that actually works in a second. We can go see the first bedroom, but let's go see the first bathroom, which is right down here. Just open this door, and you have this, your sink, right? So in Japan, it's very common to have the bath area and the toilet area separate. This area right here is just a toilet, but of course it has your very happy to see you toilet in it. This is more or less top of the line Toto, very round and very high end. That's all you need to know. But coming out of here and closing this door, we can get to the first bedroom, which is right over here. This is the first of the 3 bedrooms in this place, as I was saying, and the entire place comes out to about 161 square meters, or about 1,700 square feet. So you would think that things would be a bit larger in here, but hey, I mean, this is good for a little office or something. You do have some storage over here. As you can see, it is floor to ceiling, and you know, it goes back a decent amount, so you could use this as a closet if you were to use this as a bedroom, or just something to put your office-y related stuff otherwise. But what I really like about this room is the access to the first of many balconies. So let's go see that one. When I say first of many balconies, this is the first of, I think, 3. I may be wrong with that number actually, but yeah, it's a decent size. This alone would be a good size for a Japanese balcony, but it's only the first of many. And what I like about this is that you do have a little greenery over here as well. Best part about this is that you don't even have to take care of it because the building does that for you. All right, so let's go back inside and see the second bedroom. To get to the second bedroom, you just go through this little hallway, and we're gonna get to what's down this door in a second, but as you can see, the second bedroom is more or less the same size as the first bedroom that we saw. Unlike the first one, you don't get a full balcony, but at least you do get a nice window with some pretty good views, to be honest. And the nice thing about this one compared to the first one is that you get double the closet space. Still not that much, but hey, still a decent amount of closet space at least, right? And the nice thing about Japan that you have to remember is that you don't usually have to put your shoes in your own closet, you have them in the front. So this gets just taken up by your clothes and other things that you might want to put away. That's it for this one, so let's go see the kitchen. What is behind door number one? That would be your kitchen. Right, so we'll start right over here. This is your standard issue 3-burner gas stove, and right below that you have, of course, a Japanese style fish grill. This is where you can put your fish and press this button and then you can grill them, or you can put toast in there and, you know, burn it as you always do. Normally you would have your oven below here, but they decided to put it in a very nice location, which would be right over here. This is a full-sized Miele gas oven, so that's pretty rare to have in a Japanese apartment or anything. The nice thing I like about this, though, is that they've completely built out this kitchen custom to this place and included this hide-away garbage thing right over here, right? So Japan is very strict about its garbage sorting rules. That's why you have 4 different bins over here, one for, I guess, or maybe 2 for combustibles, as they call it, so any kind of food things. Then you have this probably for recycling, and this one over here just for little unburnable things like batteries and things like that. So very well thought out. Plenty of counter space all around, as you can see, and while it might not look like you have a dishwasher, you actually do right over here. This is your full-sized Miele, just like the oven dishwasher with the cutlery one on the top as well. Right next to that you have your sink too, which is a nice copper color to it, kind of like that, or maybe rose gold. And below this you do have your garbage disposal, which is not a given in Japan. Now, just like the other 2 that we've seen in this video, you don't have a built-in refrigerator, but you do have this space to put one, and this is quite a large space indeed. Now, we can get to the living and dining area in a second, but before we do that, I do want to show you this. This is your inevitable wall of panels that you'll get in a place like this, where you have your 3 different AC controllers over here, because they don't usually do central, they do individual units, and then also this living dining area has underfloor heating, so these are the panels for that, and of course you have your intercom set up right over here. That's it for this. Let's go see, finally, the living and dining area. To get to the living and dining area, you just exit the kitchen and you're right in it. The nicest thing about this is the fact that you have these really high ceilings, just like the other ones. These ceilings over here come out to 5.3 meters high, which is over 17 feet. And the reason you get that is because these are double height ceilings. And the rest of the apartment, as you would imagine, is on the second floor. But I want to show you one quick thing about this extremely spacious living room, and that would be this window right over here. Coming out to the balcony, right away we can see the biggest and most important landmark in all of Tokyo, Tokyo Tower, just standing right off into the distance. I don't think anything's gonna be built in between us and there, so that's really nice. And you also have a couple of other Tokyo landmarks, for instance, Motoazabu Hills, which we talked about earlier, and over there in the distance, Azabujuban Hills, which I will try to cover for you guys in the future. That is the tallest building in Tokyo as of this video, and also home to the most expensive condo in all of Japan. Now, that is it for this area. Let's go upstairs. So coming up the stairs to get to the top floor, there's a couple of things I wanted to point out. First off, I'm not sure why, but there's another little set of stairs over there. So if you don't want to take the main stairs, you can just take these 2 steps to get up here. Don't know why they're there. And the second thing you may have noticed if you were looking is, well, you have some really high up lights over here. These are, again, about 17 feet off the ground. And how are you going to change a light bulb if they do go out? Or how are you going to replace the current, in my opinion, pretty ugly dome lights that are there with something a bit nicer? Well, the builders of this building have thought of a very elegant solution to that, which would be downstairs. As you can see, if you just stick this little prong into this hole and turn it to the right, then you'll start to see these guys coming down. And that's how you can just change them out to whatever kind of light or light bulb that you would like. Put it back up, and then that's it. Very elegant. Now, finally, let's go see the third and, well, master bedroom. Now, this room may take the cake for the best view in a bedroom, or at least a master bedroom on the channel yet. You have this extremely expansive view of Azabujuban. You can see the Korean embassy down there, all these different crazy looking things, all the Tokyo buildings everywhere. And even on this side, you have yet another window that leads over here towards Shibuya, towards all of these other landmarks in Tokyo, and you get the greenery out there to boot. This is a very spacious master bedroom. As you can see, you have plenty of space to put your bed and maybe a TV, a sofa kind of thing too if you wanted. And while you may think that this is the only closet, no, this is just the his. There's a hers over here, which would be right in here. Now this closet might be a bit bigger, or no, about the same size as the one that we saw downstairs, a shoe closet. And as I was saying, this can be the hers and the his and hers closet situation. Right now, there is also a bathroom up here, so let's go see that. The bathroom itself is not actually an ensuite, but you can see that you have direct access to it from the bedroom. You just cross over where the staircase is. You have one toilet over here, which is just like the one below with all of its features and the automatically opening lid. And right over here, you walk directly into your vanity. And this is very nice dual vanity units right over here, 2 sinks and plenty of behind mirror storage all over here, right, as you can see. And behind me too is where you have the washing machine area, right? You don't have a washing machine, but you have the area that you can put it. Nice thing about this one is that it actually has a hot water spout as well. Pretty rare to find that in Japan. Only in really nice buildings will you find that. Now, right over here is the pièce de résistance of this place, which is the bath, right? This is a very nice custom bath that the developer Sekisui has put into here. This is one of the larger ones that I've shown on the channel. I might be the first one who's ever gone into this bath. I feel honored to do so. And it's quite spacious. Not only is the tub itself gigantic, you could fit 3 of me in here if you would like, but the area over here to shower in is quite nice as well. The one gripe that my cameraman has, and well, I'll be honest, I have as well, about this place is the lack of a rain shower, but you could always add one of those in the future if you wanted to. Now, let's get out of here and see the last part of this apartment. And that secret would be this, your private master balcony, right? This is a very nice place to have your dinners at night. You can have a little light over there to shine directly on your table while you're enjoying one of the best views in Tokyo. Being in this part of Motoazabu means that you're on top of everything. From here, you get to see all of the major landmarks of Tokyo. Again, you have Tokyo Tower right over there. I didn't even notice this before, but you get just the tip of Skytree over there. You got all of the Mori crazy buildings over here, including Roppongi Hills to your left, and also, well, Shibuya all the way over there. Plus, if you like planes, you get to see some planes up there too. They're not too loud, don't worry about that. So putting all of these things into consideration, also including the fact that this has never been lived in before, this place can be yours for 1.48 billion yen, which these days comes out to just over $9 million US. That is a lot of money, but you get these amazing features with this place. Now, what did you think of this one? What did you think of the other two? Please leave your favorites in the comments below. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram, and of course, be sure to subscribe to Tokyo Portfolio, take a look at our website, and until next time, thanks for watching.